Hello friends, my name is Vikas. So friends, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store in your Android phones. This app will help you in boosting your preparation. Once you have downloaded this app, you can go and log in with your Gmail or Google ID in this application. And once you have logged in, then you will be transferred to this page here. On this page, you will be able to see home, all courses, my courses, and doubt sessions also. So in the courses, if we talk to you, in the courses, if you purchase course from us, we will be providing you with multiple material for your preparation. Material such as your daily current affairs, your weekly current affairs, your monthly current affairs. In daily, we will be providing you with 20 questions quiz, an ebook that is in your PDF formats of the questions of that particular day. Then we'll be providing you in weekly with the same 50 question quiz that will be a compiled and important 50 questions, and also we'll be providing you a compiled PDF of the weekly current affairs then in the question answer format also. It will be a very helpful PDF, and similarly for monthly also we'll be providing you important monthly current affairs on a monthly basis. So the same content you will be revising maximum number of times, and it will help you in your preparation. We'll also provide material related to your banking and awareness also, and apart from that we'll be covering all important topics such as your apps and web portal, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, awards, obituary, important days, and what not. Everything will be covered in this topic wise by me only. So apart from that, we also provide state wise current affairs that will also help you to prepare for the regional exams. Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you are all good. In today's video, we will be discussing important current affairs of 6th May. The session will be very helpful and interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First, we are talking about country's first flow chemistry technology hub that was set up in Hyderabad. Important. Note this down in the notes section in one-liner format, that which is the country's first flow chemistry technology hub set up recently. Where was this set up? It was set up in Hyderabad. Alright, first question. What was the objective of this flow chemistry technology hub? It was to incorporate and promote efficient and sustainable technologies in the pharmaceutical sector. I repeat, in order to promote efficient and sustainable technologies in the pharmaceutical sector, this technology hub, that is the flow chemistry technology hub, was inaugurated where it was set up in Hyderabad. This state of the art flow chemistry equipment at the hub will provide hands-on training and promote scientific capability building to ensure greater incorporation of pharma research and development and greater adoption of continuous synthesis for manufacturing of APIs. Alright, so what is the reason to incorporate or to set up this flow chemistry technology hub? Basically to do research and development in the pharmaceutical sector. This flow chemistry technology hub was set up at Hyderabad. More technology, more advanced technology, more advanced machines will be set up here so that research and development can be done on the pharma sector or on basically medicines. Next, India's first tribal health observatory to come up, where it is to be set up in Odisha. I repeat, India's first tribal health observatory is to be set up in which state? In Odisha. And India's first flow chemistry technology hub in Hyderabad. Alright, in Hyderabad. Coming back, if we are talking about tribal health observatory, it is designed to be an effective evidence-based and a policy-oriented center. This will perform systematic and ongoing observation on disease burden, health-seeking behavior, and healthcare delivery system pertaining to the tribal health in Odisha. In order to keep a check on the health of the tribal people of Odisha, this tribal health observatory will be set up in Odisha, and it is the India's first tribal health observatory in Odisha. Then remember, recently during the MOU signing event, Shushmita Bagchi, the chairperson of Moo School Abhiyan, launched the Odisha Tribal Family Health Survey. This was the first of its kind comprehensive survey among the communities of India where high quality demographic and health data will be made available for the informed policy making. Alright, for informed policy making, this high quality demographic data will be provided based on the survey, that is the Odisha Tribal Family Health Survey, that was launched by the chairperson of Moo School. She is Shushmita Bagchi. Alright, and where was this tribal health observatory set up? That was set up in Odisha, and it is the India's first. Then we saw Moo School. The chairman of Moo School, Shushmita Bagchi, will be launching this Odisha Tribal Family Health Survey. If we are talking about Moo School, this also known by the name My School initiative aims to create a platform for people to connect, collaborate and contribute to the revamping government and government aided schools in the Odisha. Everything Moo School. This is related to Odisha. If asked where will be the first tribal health observatory set up, it will also be set up in Odisha only. Alright. Next we are talking about Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has recently signed an MOU with ISRO to launch ISRO Technical Training Program. I repeat, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. As we know, if we are talking about training, providing skills, it will be related to Skill and Development Entrepreneurship Ministry. And if we are talking about ISRO Technical, it is ISRO. So from this ISRO Technical Training Program itself, you can get an idea that this MOU was signed between which two organizations. It was your ISRO and it was your second Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. What was the basic reason? Remember, this Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship signed this MOU with ISRO to upskill the technical staff at the Department of Space in ISRO. It means that the equipments, the skills will be upgraded. They will be now told about more new upcoming technologies. Say for example, earlier we used to study language C. Then C++ came, then Java came, then JavaScript came, then Java Advanced came. Now we are learning machine learning, we are learning Python, artificial intelligence, so on. So in order to upskill the technical staff and keep them up to date, this program was launched. I repeat, what is the name of the program? ISRO Technical Training Program. It is a MOU between Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and ISRO. Alright, and it will be valid for how many period? What will be the time period? It will be valid for 5 years. Alright, then remember, under this National Skill Training Program of ISRO and Ministry of Skill Development, more than 4,000 ISRO technical employees will be trained in this program. The location of the training will be the National Skill Training Institute under MSDE located across India. Alright, I repeat, under this 4,000 ISRO trainees will be employed. They will be provided with knowledge of new and upcoming technology. They will be up to date now, and this will help them to make their technical staff more developed, to make their technical staff more advanced. Alright, that is the reason this program, that is ISRO Technical Training Program, was launched. Alright, what was the aim? Let's again listen to the aim. Creating a formal framework for short-term courses to provide training to upgrade skill sets and capacity building of the technical staff of ISRO as per the industry requirements. Now, how the question can be framed? In order to upgrade the skill sets and capacity building of the technical staff of ISRO, what was the name of the program that was launched? It was ISRO Technical Training Program was launched. Alright, and it will be valid for how many years? 5 years. Next, Indian Oil Corporation Limited (IOC) rolls out M15 Petrol. This is a methanol blended petrol on pilot basis in Assam. Recently, M15 Petrol was launched on pilot basis in which state? It was launched in Assam. What is M15 Petrol? It is a methanol blended petrol that was launched on a pilot basis by which organization? It was launched by IOC. And in which state it was launched? It was launched in Assam. This M15 stands for 15% blend of the methanol with petrol. Alright, 15 means 15% blend of methanol with petrol, and this was launched on a pilot basis. Pilot basis means on trial basis. In which state? In Assam. Alright, the methanol blended petrol was launched by Rameshwar Teli, who is the Minister of State of who is the Union Minister for the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Alright, so this M15 means 15% blend of methanol with petrol, launched by IOC, and this was launched where on trial basis or pilot basis. It was launched in Assam. Next, we'll be talking about a program that was launched for autism children or other disability children. Remember, the program was Pay Attention, a different mind is a gifted mind. Recently, Tata Power Community Development Trust has partnered with Center for Autism and Other Disabilities Rehabilitation Center and Education, that is CADRE. They together, that is TPCDT along with CAD RRE, they together have launched Pay Attention, a different mind is a gifted mind. This program, alright, it is India's first bright digital autism support network. Alright, remember this. I repeat, India's first bright digital autism support network was Pay Attention, a different mind is a gifted mind, and this was launched by two organizations in collaboration with, they are Tata Power Community Development Trust along with Center for Autism and Other Disabilities Rehabilitation Center Research and Education. They together launched it. TPCDT and CADRRE launched this. Pay Attention, a different mind is a gifted mind, that is India's first bright digital autism support network. How this will help? This will enable small towns and rural India to access specialized care and support and help create the auxiliary network of champions for differently abled children. That means this will help them with the right equipment. If they need any guidance, they will be provided with the guidance. They will be told how to deal with certain situations. Then in phase 1, this initiative will focus on supporting children with autism, and in phase 2, it will focus on young adults and provide them with life skills and career readiness. Alright, so this will be implemented in two phases. First phase for small children, and for second phase will be focusing on young adults that will be providing them with life skills and career opportunities. Moving on. Next, we are talking about UN Energy Plan of Action towards 2025. Recently, United Nations launched a UN Energy Plan for Action towards 2025. Reason being, as we know, the rise in energy demand all over the world. So in order to shift from non-renewable energy to renewable sources of energy, these energy plan of action toward 2025 was released. Amid global energy crisis and worsening climate emergency, it will analyze the large-scale action and support needed for the transition to clean, affordable energy for all and net zero emission. That is the reason, friends, we are shifting from non-renewable to renewable sources of energy, and that is the reason every country is now encouraging, even India is encouraging the use of pure green hydrogen. Alright, say for example, if we talk about such non-renewable energy, renewable energy sources plants that has been recently started in India. For example, in Indore, two plants we remember. Largest bio CNG plant, that was by the name Gobardhan. Then second was started by GAIL, that was your hydrogen blending with natural gas. It was also started in Indore, MP only. Then where was the first pure green hydrogen plant setup? It was in Jorhat. Jorhat is in Assam. So these are some of the projects. We know we are shifting towards natural resources, we are shifting towards natural energy, and in order to for that we have to come up with alternative source of energy which do not pollute the environment. And we know the demand of energy is rising on daily basis. So in order to cope up with that demand of energy also, we need to find some solution that won't create pollution and that won't affect your environment. Key point: Energy Compact Action Network was launched to match those governments seeking support for their clean energy goals with those governmental and businesses that have pledged over $600 billion to support these commitments. Coalitions were announced to support energy access and transition in Nigeria and the city of Santiago, Chile. Moving on. Next, we'll be talking about a report that was recently released by United Nations, stated that around 193 million people faced food security in 2021. Just remember this data itself. Full report we will be covering in the index and report topic. But just now for remember the number of data and who released this data. It was released by United Nations, stated 193 million people faced food security in the year 2021. Just remember this data for now. Alright, this was the 6th edition of the annual global report on food crisis. I repeat, this was the 6th edition of the global report on food crisis, that is GRFC. Alright, this stated, and this was jointly produced by United Nations and the Department of United Nations, that is FAO, along with World Food Program and European Union. These are the organizations that developed, jointly produced this report on the global report on food crisis, that stated that around 193 million people are suffering from acute food insecurity in the year 2021. This also represented an increase of around 40 million people compared to 2020 report according to GRFC in 2021. Alright, coming back, United Nations report stated that around 193 million people faced food insecurity in 2021, and also it stated that it was about 40 million people were more affected because of food insecurity in the year 2021 as compared to 2020. And this was the 6th edition of this report that was jointly prepared by organization, that is United Nations, the World Food Program, FAO, that is your Food and Agriculture Organization, and your European Union. FAO, remember, it is a part of United Nations only. Alright, it is a department of United Nations. Next we are talking about NABARD. National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development recently planned to formulate Farmer Misery Index. Alright, for farmer is your one who is working on the land. So Farmer Misery Index was recently formulated by which organization? It was formulated by, or it was formed by which organization? It was formed by NABARD. What was the reason for this? This NABARD has formulated this Farmer Misery Index to formulate Farmer Distress Index to track, identify and assist the really needed and distressed farmers, those who are in grave need of help, those who want more help than compared to other farmers. This index will not be consistent across the country because the stress level vary from place to place, and it can be happen like this: a farmer who is in the village of a Haryana is more stressed as compared to a farmer who is living in Kerala. So this data will vary place to place. FDI will benefit the financial industry, government agencies and insurance businesses. Then based on this index, that which farmer is more stressed, the government or NABARD will be planning them to help those particular farmers, to provide them relief, to give them any suggestion or any information they required for their future projects or future crops. Moving on. Next we are talking about Account Aggregator Framework. Recently, Union Bank became the first public sector bank to go live on the Account Aggregator Framework. What is this Account Aggregator Framework? That was initiative of RBI, that is your Reserve Bank of India. RBI announced the AA framework, that is your Account Aggregator Framework, on 2nd of September 2016. The objective of this Account Aggregator Framework was enhancing the aggregation of overall financial assets of an individual. This approach was making sharing and aggregation of the financial data possible in a secure, transparent and efficient manner by establishing an intermediary that would also be responsible for managing customers' consent. Alright, I repeat, this Account Aggregator Framework initiative was launched by, or this was an initiative of which organization? It was of RBI. And recently, which bank became the first public sector bank to go live on this AA framework? That was an initiative of RBI. It is your Union Bank of India became the first public sector bank to go live on the AA framework, an initiative of RBI to improve credit delivery. Remember the name of the bank, Union Bank. Next we are talking about ISRO. ISRO is planning to send a mission to Venus by December 2024. So for example, if we study the sequence of planets, this is Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. Alright, it is in this order. So this is your Sun. So Venus is the second planet in our solar system closest to Sun. At this inaugural session of the National Meet on Venus Science, Chairman of Indian Space Research Organization, that is your ISRO, S. Somnath sir, announced a mission to Venus that will be sent by ISRO by December 2024. Venus, this is the hottest planet in our solar system, and we will be sending a mission, or ISRO will be sending a mission to Venus by the year 2024. What will be the objective of this mission? It will be to investigate the surface temperatures, what are the composition of various minerals on the surface, or what are the gases that are present in the atmosphere. Are those gas is there any possibility of any living organism on the surface? What are the conditions that lead to such a heat and temperature, because we know that Venus is very close to sun, so the temperature will be very high. So what are the effect of pressure and heat on certain minerals present on the surface of the Venus? So all these processes will be conducted, and these are the main objectives of the mission. Say for example, investigation of solar wind interaction with the Venusian ionosphere, research of the structure, composition, dynamics of the atmosphere which is engulfed by sulfuric acid clouds. That all right, so all this research will be done by the mission that will be sent by ISRO to Venus by December 2024. Also remember, ISRO will also study the active volcanism, lightning, craters, presence of oxygen, Venus geology and other topics as a part of this mission, and next similar window would be available in 2031. Alright, that means if we are not able to send the mission, or ISRO is not able to send any space their satellite or this spacecraft by 2024, then they will have to wait till the year 2031 for the next window to open. Next we are talking about China. China has recently deployed 8 sensing satellites into orbit. Let's look at it. China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation has successfully deployed 8 remote sensing satellites into LEO, that is your low Earth orbit, using their Long March 2D carrier rocket that was launched. The objective of this remote sensing satellite is to boost commercial remote sensing services. The mission is the 419th flight of the Long March series rocket and China's 14th launch activity in the 2022. Just remember, this 8 remote sensing satellites were launched by which country? It was launched by China, or if the organization is asked, China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation launched 8 remote sensing satellites into orbit, and it was your LEO orbit where these 8 satellites were launched. Next we are talking about ICC ranking. It is related to cricket. And remember, these three first, who are number 1 in test cricket format, that is of 5-day format, it is Australia. India remains top, that first position in T20 format. And which is the country that ranked top in the ODI format, that is your 1-day format, it is your New Zealand. So for test, who is on the top? Australia. For T20 format, it is India on the top. And who is in the top in the ODI format, that is your 1-day international cricket, it is New Zealand. So here you can see the rank. If we are talking about T20 format, India is on the top, second England, third Pakistan. If we are talking about ODI format, New Zealand on the top, second England, third Australia, and India is on the 4th position. And if we are talking about test ranking, then Australia on the top, second India, and third New Zealand. So these are important rankings of ICC that you should pay attention. Do take a note of them or take a screenshot. They are important. Next, Formula 1 pioneer, a very good driver of Formula 1 racing, Tony Brooks has recently passed away. Highly important question can be asked. Tony Brooks recently passed away. He was related to which sport? He was related to Formula 1 racing. Alright, just remember this only, that Tony Brooks, he was from which sports? He was from Formula 1 racing. He was a British racing driver who won 6 Formula 1 Grand Prix in 1950s, and he was nicknamed as Racing Dentist. He died at the age of 90, and he was from which country? He was from UK. He was born in 1932. If we are talking about F1, remember it is Formula 1 racing of cars, and if we are talking about MotoGP, it is your bike racing. Next is your World Hygiene Day. On 5th of May, we observe World Hand Hygiene Day. I repeat, on 5th of May, we observe World Hand Hygiene Day. What is the theme? It is a healthcare, quality and safety climate or culture that values hand hygiene and infection prevention and control. You can say this was the campaign theme of the World Hand Hygiene Day that was observed recently. Alright. Moving on. Next, we are talking about Ayushman Bharat Divas. On 30th of April, we observed Ayushman Bharat Divas. Ayushman Bharat Divas is observed across the India on 30th of April. This is a part of Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. This aims to create awareness about the healthcare schemes of the government of India among people in rural areas. I repeat, Ayushman Bharat Divas is observed on 30th of April. What is the aim? The aim is to create awareness about the healthcare schemes that are provided by the government of India to the people in rural areas. All right, the healthcare schemes that are launched by government of India for specifically for rural areas. This Ayushman Bharat Divas is observed to create awareness about those healthcare schemes. The day promotes affordable medical facilities in remote areas of the country based on socio-economic caste census database. Alright, if we talk about this Ayushman Bharat, this means healthy India. Ayushman Bharat means healthy India. This is a national initiative that was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi as a part of National Health Policy of 2070 with a vision to achieve universal health coverage. Coming back, if we are talking about Ayushman Bharat Divas, it is observed on 30th of April. The aim this day is observed on 30th of April is to create awareness about all the healthcare schemes that are provided by the government of India for the people in rural areas. Next, we'll be talking about a mobile app that was recently launched. It is the work of this mobile app, or the objective of this mobile app is to track the movement of sand mining vehicles that was launched in Haryana. I repeat, recently, question can be asked, a mobile application to track the movement of sand mining vehicles was launched in which state? It was launched in Haryana. Haryana's Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar launched this vehicle movement tracking system, that is VMTS. Vehicle movement tracking system, that is a mobile app that will help in tracking the vehicles that are carrying sand and other mining material from one location to other location. This app has been designed and developed by National Informatics Centers of Haryana. Apart from this, remember this vehicle movement tracking system will be used at different checkpoints in all the districts of Haryana, and vehicle details also will be required. Vehicle details which records the includes vehicle number, vehicle type, moving from dash location to dash location, then the driver details that include the name, driver mobile number and the driver license number. They all will be included in this particular vehicle movement tracking system. Now let's shift to homework. If you have paid attention to our video and you do make notes, then these questions are very simple. All these questions have been covered in the video, so do pay attention, and there are questions that are based on previous videos also. So if you are paying attention to our video and if you know the content, if you are taking notes, then the questions are very simple for all of you. First question: in which state India's first greenfield grain-based ethanol production plant was inaugurated in April 2022? Second question: in May, Food and Agriculture Organization released the State of the World Forest Report 2022 that highlights the total forest area on earth that was lost in last 30 years. Important question. Third question: name the insurance company that recently launched pay as you drive program to reduce premium cost. As I told you, this pay as you drive will be based on kilometers driven and not on the time period that was earlier, that is from 1 year full premium or full insurance you have to take. But now this insurance company launched pay as you drive. That means from it will be noting on the starting kilometers and you can opt the insurance for respective kilometers as you desire, and this was launched on a pilot basis. You have to name the company that launched this program. Fourth question: who was recently appointed as an ex officio member of the Monetary Policy Committee that was released by Reserve Bank of India Board? I repeat, who was recently appointed as an ex officio member of the Monetary Policy Committee by the Reserve Bank of India Board? Fourth question. Now, fifth question. Government of India recently launched NOAR website to promote open access in the power sector. This NOAR, what does here R stands for in NOAR? You have to comment the full form. Alright, full form of NOAR, not just the full form of R, but the full form of NOAR. You have to comment below. So friends, this was our session. I hope you liked the video. Thank you. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862, and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price, and that will help you to boost your preparation.